to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard. So Arkansas's offense will take the field first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, running back on the move. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. The Razorbacks want to move quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. On his way back from the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So Alabama's offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Sweet cut there. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Give to the running back. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Right back to the well. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to the back. Gets it inside the 10. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Dropping back, it's Russell. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Bama! First score of the game goes up. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hand off from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Now adjusting. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off play action on first down. Floating away. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Motion from the wide receiver. Power football with the run. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got a man. It's Adams. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He'll toss it. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Russell. The quick out. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Now the play fake. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Young. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. To the air on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Alabama! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right at...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Jackson gonna throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still on his feet at the 35. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And they can't make the connection. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Lofts one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. He'll try to do it himself. Turning it on! Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off.
There he goes. He's at the tip, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gonna take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Quarterback empties his backfield. Making side adjustments here. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. They used a jump play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. To the ground with the back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Alabama quickly back to the line. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Grab near the sticks. It's Meadows. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now... And he'll race it to the house! Touchdown time!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college for the school.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hardy. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games. And he
ends up taking a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Here comes the heat. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he goes out of bounds, and he is short of the 1st down marker. I think he just lost track of where he was. Great place to start for this offense. Jackson will throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Going right to work up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Alabama needs just a few inches here on 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. Trying play action. He unleashes a long one. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Mississippi State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Firing to the right, complete. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Jackson gonna throw it. He's got an open man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Gordon. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. 2nd down coming up. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Offense in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise that the O-line gets called for holding. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's open. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Here's the pressure. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Rides the back and leaves it. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and look for room. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Russell. That's caught. It's Smith. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here comes the option. Quick toss. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. The Razorbacks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Off play action. Might be looking to run. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to the ground game on the left. Got the first down and more. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and attack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
To the air, it's Russell. It's complete to the right. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Going for 6. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And I like the alertness by this defense. First and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game. Pollock, let him cook down here.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Gets it out fast. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bell. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Jackson will throw. Hauls it in.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He'll run it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got his man on the right. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Trying to bowl his way in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Coming out with it, it's Bell. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive... Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5? Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He'll do it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown time! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Made a defender miss. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas. Fit it in the window. The score.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll go back to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware.
Oh, he's got some space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Keeps looking downfield. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wide receiver going in motion. The give and tick, 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 tick. Got enough for the first. It's a fumble. Defense grabs some football, and there he goes.
And that's why you hustle to the football. So many guys getting there, and yes, does he break some tackles and make a play, but the next guy flying in there, and he's trying to break all these tackles, but all these guys, and what happens? All these guys got their hands near the football. Somebody gets a hand on it, forces the fumble, forces the turnover, and a big momentum swing back to the other side.
Tight end now in motion. He'll pull it on the read. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They go to the ground. Hard running there. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Hale.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Alabama.
And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. And that is no good. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film.